Hello, family. Welcome back. Thank you for joining Empowerment Network again. And this evening, we are so blessed to have our sister with us in the house, Julie Wen. And of course, Sister Julie, thank you for joining Empowerment Talks.
Hello, Sister Comfort. It's so good to see you, and it's so good to be in the same platform here with you. I also see our beautiful Sister Gladys and Sister Fumi. It's so good to be here. Guys, if you're currently watching this, you gotta hit the subscribe button because what Sister Comfort and all the sisters here are putting out, it's absolutely classy and absolutely valuable for what you are doing. So please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Sister Comfort, it's an honor. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Oh my God, what a blessing. Thank you. You're just starting in a very powerful way. We really appreciate that. Hello, Sister Gladys.
Hi, Sister Comfort, Sister Fumi, Sister Julie. Nice having you together, sitting here, the four of us, and seeing the people who are supporting us online is beautiful, and it's always encouraging and inspiring because, as we know, this is the unpassive spirit that we come together, we try to uplift one another. Looking forward to a great session today. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you. Hello, Sister Fumi.
Hello, Sister Comfort. Hello, Sister Julie. You are very welcome. And Sister Gladys, and everyone else that is joining, whether you're returning, whether you've just joined the family, welcome. And please don't forget, join in the discussion and conversation tonight. Let's hear what you have to say. It's exciting to, see what we are talking about today, and let's talk right from the heart. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure. Exactly. And of course, we take it over back to our dear sister who is a guest of honor for tonight. It's a girls' night out. We love this. That's how we call it when we find ourselves here like this. And so, sis, we just want to see, looking at the topic of today, if you cannot make it with unpassive, it will be very difficult for you to make it anywhere. So, what came to mind, Julie?
Oh my gosh, Sister Comfort, when you send the image over, and obviously we didn't really talk about what topic we want to do, and it's just really in sync with what I had in mind. I was like, perfect. We're gonna talk about on passive. We're gonna talk about the values that on passive is bringing to us, and truly, it really come back to the message that Michael and I was talking about that last weekend. Is it worth it? We're talking about the values. Everyone, the value is in our hand on passive. What values do we place on it? It's what we need to individually do. So, Sister Comfort, I love the statement that you put on there that Mr. Ashmufar said on 360 the other day. And I just love it. And it's so amazing how we think so alike.
Exactly. I know exactly because this was exactly those were his words. I was like, we need to comment on this because sometimes when Ash says like this is a heavily loaded statement. So I thought that why not have a look at it. So, Sister Gladys, what do you think? If you can't make it on passive, it's hard to make it anywhere.
That statement, as you say, is massive. So we are going to digest it from different perspectives. Hopefully, that we meet in the center because we have a common goal, common vision. We are one in on passive. For me, what I pick is looking back at what Mr. Ash has done, trying to put a company together in a way that it can work for everybody if we align ourselves with the vision of that company. And that makes it to stand out. And he has made it so easy for every person to be able to excel in what they are good at. He's not looking at a copycat of Julie Wayne or of Sister Comfort or of Sister Fumi. He wants every person to be who you are. Find that one good thing that you are good at, that one thing that makes your heart smile from internally, and just go for it and shine in that one without wondering of what's happening next. So I truly believe that if you don't make it non-passive, it will be hard to make it anywhere, because if you see many many companies out there, or many businesses, the way they are set up, you have to be able to recruit to succeed. You have to be able to do this. There's a lot of you have to. But Ash has made it automated so that one person can have equal opportunity. At least the foundation is uniform for everybody. How we choose to go, how far, is us to decide. Thank you.
I really do like the bit that the foundation is uniform for everybody. That's the uniqueness about Mr. Mufara. We don't care on this platform. We don't care whether you're big, you're small, you're tall, you're short, you're black, you're white. We stand on the same platform. That's very important. So, Sister Fumi, let's hear your take, please.
When I saw that, the first thing that came to mind was, oh my goodness, if you cannot make it in unpassing, then you're doomed, because at the end of the day, this is someone where they have put everything out on a platter of anything more than gold. And if you don't jump in and grab what you need to grab from
Mm,
there, and then I don't understand what you want to do, because just like Sister Gladys says, I'm going to piggyback on what she said there. All the other stuff you have to recruit. You
mm,
have to know how to recruit. But he has gone out, combed the whole of the internet. Look at all the difficulties, the challenges that people face when they're doing some kind of business online on the internet, and then he has brought out all the solutions for those things. So if you come in and don't make it, then you can't blame on passive. You need to blame yourself, because one, and also what comes to mind for me is the inclusiveness and the
mhm.
diversity of the people that are there. You understand me? You don't need to be knowledgeable, you don't need to be an illiterate or illiterate, whichever one, it does not matter. Everybody is inclusive. That's what comes to my mind.
Exactly, because indeed, in short, when we remember, Julie, you speak with Michael at least once a day. One of the most powerful statements, Michael, he's always a brilliant one, though. He says, unpassive is the only business you will ever need. I think that's just in another word saying what Ash is saying here, because everybody, whoever you are, like Sister Fumi is saying, Ash created this whole structure, this ecosystem with everybody in mind. It doesn't matter your background, academic, IT, business, or anything. Just be alive, be existing, be a human being. Then you have success hanging in the ecosystem. What else? What else can you look out for? The other day we were talking about choice. You have no choice, because the only choice now, at least at last, before now, people never had a choice, but then the solution is right here, and it's just about going for it. There's one of the things that Ash equally said. I'll just say this. I want to pick on a few statements he makes, because sometimes when you sit down and look deep, you are like, what does he mean by this? So I'll just read, and people, you go on it and say whatever you think, and let's see. So he says, "Oh, connect alone in your business, and then selling it, and selling all connect just alone could build anyone a legacy. This product alone should be able to help one achieve any goal one sets. For a little tiny effort, you can achieve just so much." What's coming to mind? What are you thinking? Relating to the topic and all. Let's just speak, Julie.
You know, I honestly wanted to, before I even answer that question that you're saying, let's just put O Connect as the entire on passive for now.
You know.
And let's digest that statement. Let dissect that statement that Michael said. What did he say? He said, on passive, or the company on passive itself, it's the last company you ever need.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'm going into digest that statement that Michael said, and I'm going to place a value on it. Everybody knows Michael William Aim. He is a very accomplished and successful gentleman, right? But why did he say that when he looking at on passive? Right? He plays a value in on passive very high, very high. Now, let's just briefly talk about the past 4 or 5 years, and I'm only take it really short way is that we all start in on passive equally the same. Everybody the same. The people that came in when the early birds are offering to on passive, everybody start the same. Some people take it and run with 1,000 force, like run and run and run and run and do it. All of you are here. All of us here are doing it.
Right.
And people said, oh, I will see what happened, right? So the values of the people that put on passive the vision, whatever it is at that time, they put such a high value and they run and they run. Well, through that time of running the past 4 or 5, almost 5 years now, what do they have? They have the collaborations from all the people that they involve. They've got the friendship. They got the excitement. They got to meet the people. I mean, how many of us, like personally for me, I haven't met a Kenyan or the people from Nigeria. I haven't made friend with them, right? I have no idea what Papua New Guinea is. So those are the things that we have now. Not only that we know that we're connecting with other people around the world, but we've learned so much. We've learned so much. I have to guarantee with all of you ladies and everyone who's currently watching right now, if we take what on passive is giving to us knowledge-wise, we can definitely build a successful business. Agree with me or not? And then now here's another values. Anybody that comes in after June 22nd of 2022, they have an opportunity to share free products to other people use. How many of us have used Trim? How many of us have used ONet to connect with other people? And how many of us have tried the free trial of OConnect to connect other people that have no clue about on passive? Those are the values that we put on passive. And really, truly, we all coming in and we all get the opportunity on it with on passive. How much values do we put on it? Now, let's just say this is an example, okay? It's not gonna roll out tomorrow, but I'm gonna say this. Let's just say that whatever that the products Mr. Mufara planning to roll out, let's take tomorrow. Okay, we all, whether or not we started 5 years ago or we started today, we all starting on the same playing field. Now, where do we place the values on whatever is giving to us in our hand? Where do we place it? Do we place it as, I'll just wait for the company to do something for me, or I just place the highest values of everything I had in what it's giving to me in our hand, and I run as fast as I can, and I share this business to the world, and I get to open up the possibility, the dreams that I've never had in my life. That is someone that I see in you, Comfort. I see that in my sister Fumi. I see it in my sister Comfort, and I see it into all of the people who are currently watching this program. Is because we place the highest value in what we have, and that value is absolutely the legacy that we're going to leave. We're going to change so many lives in the world that we have never dreamt to do of. So to me, Sister Comfort, just instead of focusing for me on OConnect, I'm focusing on the whole entire on passive itself. And I am so honored and in it with all of you ladies and everyone's watching. And I'm just excited. I'm totally, you can,
I know.
you can feel the excitement from me.
That was a powerful one, Julie. And for some reason, this is what Ash has done. We all think and reason the same. We believe in one thing, right? Because you have been hitting so hard on value, and that's something we love discussing a lot on this platform. And you ended on a powerful note. I've never heard this before now, Julie, that the value that we are holding in our hands is the legacy we are going to leave behind. Sister Gladys, do you want to go from there, please?
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort. Powerful words, Sister Julie. And surely they do resonate. And I do accept and agree the fact and embrace the fact that we have a special value in our hand. It has been handed to us with almost nothing, because what we were proud of before, that hey, I paid $97 to become, to join this company, it's coming back to us as credit. So literally we are in this for free. We are in it for free. Who in the world can give you such a business in such a company with such a good potential? I don't want to use the word perfect, but let me be very, very, conservative here. With very promising potential in the future because of how much investment the CEO and his team are investing, how much the employees are passionately doing everything to see that things come to pass. Who will give you that opportunity for free? I think it's Madi who was talking and mentioned how, the employees don't want to leave. They are there. Sorry if I misquote if it's Madi, but it's one of the videos I was listening to on YouTube while working. It rolled up and the person was saying how we see during meetings, as she tells the employees to go, they don't move. They just want to continue. They want to see that what they are doing is coming to pass, and nobody's forcing them to be there. They are there because they realize the value that they have in their hands. They realize that their passion will help to transform humanity around the world. And here we are. It has been served on a silver platter to us. What are we doing? And how much value? I truly believe this. How much value I place on passive will determine the type of legacy that I will leave for my generations to come, as Julie said. So that's why I'm very passionate. I don't care if you call me crazy, but I am happy. And if this is what crazy means, be my guest. I am very
Yes.
passionate and I will not stop talking until I see to it that my children and my children's children to the third and fourth generation and beyond is set on a stone solidly. Thank you. Back to you.
Oh my God, these ladies are on fire. Let's hear from Sister Fumi, guys. Go on, sis.
How do you want to top that, really?
I
For
know.
me, the perspective, I definitely agree with everything they've said there, because, we were talking about, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, where I asked someone and I said, look, please, I beg your pardon, do not treat this business as um, a business that is like, just anyhow business. I say, because you have $1 billion business in your hand. I say, if you have one account, that means you have $1 billion business in your account. If you have multiples, then you have, if you, the person said, oh, I have five. I said, okay, since you have five, you have a $5 billion worth of company in your, in your possession. I said, because that is the potential value of it when you look at it, because I needed to connect with that person when it comes to, you know, you know, talking about currency there, for them to have an understanding that they do not need to place anyhow value. They need to value this business excellently and treat it just like the way they would treat, when they go to work, they value the business that they go and work for. You're definitely, and then work there and then they get paid, isn't it? But when it's your own, you should put more effort into it. So take for example, and you don't have a lot to put in here. You understand me? You already have the heavy stuff has been done for you. So what is important is for us to place value, because I believe, just like Sister Julie said, just like Sister Gladys said, when you understand the value of what you have, then I think you will run with it clearer, with a clearer vision and a clearer steam, faster than you can imagine. You understand me? Because that is the only way I can place it. Because at the end of the day, if we want to look at just the potential of the industry alone, if you want to, you can go, you be my guest to go and Google that. If you go, just go and Google, you know, conference, video conferencing
I
platforms.
know.
Don't forget, what we have here is beyond that, but just that, alone, go and Google the potential of the industry and you see what it is, then you understand why Ash said if you have or connect alone
Right.
as your product, then there's no how you
Good to
shouldn't make
go.
it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I think you know what, listening to three of you, I just feel like you girls are about to move somebody out of their comfort zone because some people are a bit too comfortable. My name is Comfort, but I'm trying to stay out of my comfort zone. That's why I just joined the crazy club, the craziness club. And guys, be our guest. These four girls here are crazy. So we just love being crazy, right? That's on passive. You know, when Sister Fumi talked about billion, I remember usually the days of the Julia and Milo show, Milo would say, don't treat your $1 billion business like a $97 treat, you know. So that's what some people need to pull up their socks because let's look at this. We I think Sister Gladys, we have had this chat here that even though success is guaranteed 100%, but there are people who can still take it and put it down the drain and fail. Even with success in their hands, they still fail. So can we discuss a bit of this, Julie? If not, you just say anything you have in mind. If you don't want to come from my angle, go for it, sis.
Sister, I you know how we all kind of going through our journey in the past 4 or 5 years, and a lot of people looking at what we have in our hands is a little bit different. Yes, Milo did say, don't treat your position, your multi-billions dollars business as a 97
Dollar
expenditure.
treat, yeah.
It's like, okay, is that all we put in this opportunity that we have? It's $97. You're comforting, you're good, right? Oh, I'm just gonna sit in my hand and I'm just gonna wait. So I sent you a message, Sister Comfort, that let's address the word to wait or waiting, right? So it was really funny last night. I was just sitting there. I'm like, to wait or waiting. So I totally did looked it up. So to wait is a verb. And we all know that the verb is a word that really indicates physical action.
Action, yes.
Yes, mental action, or being a state of being, waiting for something. Well, oftentimes, when we are waiting for something, we're not going to sit and bite our nails and do nothing. Even if we bite our nails, there's still the action is going, right? But we're not going to sit there and bite our nails and just sit in our hand. Even if we sit on our hand, we're still doing the action of it. So then I look further. I'm like, what is the definition of the word to wait or waiting or to wait? Well, the basic word of to wait, and this definition really, really touched me. To wait is to remain in readiness for some purpose. We are waiting for something that is so just, that is so purposeful coming. That's what we were waiting for. Being in the readiness. Are we ready for what on passive when it comes? For that purpose when it comes? Are we ready for it when it comes to us? Mentally, physically, are we ready for it? And then I look further into the biblical meaning of the word wait is to hope, to anticipate, and to trust. Oh my gosh, I get chills in my body. I got
Oh
goosebumps.
God, this is so sweet.
That just registered.
Yes.
Yeah, the biblical meaning, and how long has the Bible has been around?
You
To
know.
hope, to anticipate, and to trust. Now, the question we're asking ourselves is, am I really waiting, or am I jumping 5 steps ahead? Am I stay in the hope and praying, then trust that all will become in fruition?
Hmm.
And then I look at the spiritual meaning of wait is to open to experiencing the holy moment around you. Now, all of us here are practicing. I have a beliefs. I have, I'm not sure where the religious, everybody has different
You know.
beliefs, right? For all of us here, we believe in experience. What is the purpose that's coming in front of us? That's
Mm,
so holy that we can use that purpose to fulfill the purpose of our life. Each and every individuals that is understand and unpassive. So, sisters, I I know I made off of what you're asking me, but this, the whole entire waiting to wait, really touched me when I really look into it deeper. To wait is means you do something, you be
mm,
prepared for it, you prepare for it to come. And what is it to come? Is it worth it for you to wait for that purpose, for that fulfillment? For me, sisters, unpassive is the ultimate power and freedom for me to have the ability to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, and to fulfill the dreams that I've never had. That's my words. And I know, sisters, you are resonating and you have more to share. So I can't wait to hear from you.
de- definitely. I like how she looks at the word wait, and she treats it from a holistic perspective: the physical, the spiritual, the anything, the action and the inaction of it. So I just want to leave it open, Sister Fumi, just coming from any angle. It's
I
all
was
yours, sis.
I was just hoping that you called me because I wanted to piggyback on what she said there, because there are two things that come to mind. As soon as she started saying that, it gives me a picture of an athlete that the umpire has a gun and they're saying, on your marks, get ready, set, and then before you hear the gun, if you jump, you get disqualified, isn't it? Ooh, that speaks volume. There's some people that are already disqualified because they jumped the gun. So they don't take part in that race anymore. So the umpire comes back, they set them up again, and then the umpire shoots the gun, and then you go. The Bible says the vision is for an appointed time. Wait for it, it will surely come to pass. And like I always tell people, if you don't write things down, what exactly do you want to do? You need to begin to write things down. You need to have a book where you write things down, because when you write things down, and even if it's something that is in your heart, the way you feel about unpassive, put it down. Exactly. I have so many books here, that I finished using. Write it down, because you know what? It helps you to go through it and then sit down and look at it, because there is no how you are going to, how will I call it, look back and not think, oh no, this was where I started from, and this is where I am now. I have grown. I have grown. So what waiting is not a passive word, it's an active one. It's an action one. What are you doing while you are waiting? We treated are you ready some few weeks ago. Just like Sister Julie said, emotionally, physically, psychologically, financially, you as well. Because if you don't, you know yourself. Where are you lacking? Do you lack financial education? Do you understand how you're going to sort yourself out? Do you know the differences between the kind of accounts that you need to run this business with, and you don't need a personal account? Do you need a personal account? Do you need a business account? Which bank do you go to? What are the financial regulations surrounding businesses or business accounts and things like that? So many things that you need to learn. So we cannot afford to stay passive, claiming that we are waiting, because waiting is not a passive word, it's an action word. You understand me? So as much as it's action, our sister's already broken it down physically, emotionally, spiritually, holistically, she's broken everything down. So you need to latch on onto that and find yourself educating yourself and re-educating yourself. We have a lot of things on the blog that will educate your mind, that will challenge your mind. You might not necessarily understand every bit of it, but read. Try and read. If you are very difficult, if you find it difficult to read, click on it and let it read to you, because you can do that as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was a powerful one, guys. I see that these ladies, it's hot in the building. Let me know what you think that the ladies are doing. I think they're doing a good, wonderful job. So, Sister Gladys, your sisters say waiting means being in anticipation, in expectation, in uh, in action and stuff. So, I just want to hear whether you are still left with anything at all.
You know, I'm always learning a lot, but I learned some grammar today, learned some
Thank
spirituality
you.
and and everything. But just to top up, not to repeat too much, Sister Julie and Fumi, you nailed it in terms of waiting. So, waiting, not just being dormant. We are alive, we are breathing. Life is going on within us. So if we embrace that word wait in perspective of what Sister Julie and Sister Fumi have said, I think we will naturally find ourselves doing something, because having that hope in waiting, for me, when I think of waiting, is waiting in hope. And the Bible says, and I'm not pushing my beliefs on anybody, we all have various beliefs, but now I'm speaking, so I'm representing myself here. Why I embrace the word hope, waiting and hope, is because the Bible says hope deferred makes the heart sick. So that's where you will find that if those who are just sitting and just waiting, definitely they're gonna be, feel demoralized, they're gonna feel down, their heart is going to be not having any motivation, and then negativity kicks in, because when you lose hope and you feel that you are just sitting there waiting for everything to happen from nowhere, or starting to put timelines in things that sometimes human beings have no full control of. Even though I'm not techie, I've heard from OTech pros that when you start designing software coding, you miss one code, sometimes it will force you to dismantle everything and start, or go to a certain level and start again afresh. So when we know that all this is happening, and on passive is not a one season business, it's a business that is to last for a legacy, for years to come, for generations to come. We will wait in hope, we will wait in getting ready. As Sister Fumi said, I will not be surprised that there are people who are complaining of the wait, but they don't know where their ID is. So if something happened and we are told on Monday or tomorrow, now it's time, go to the back office and activate, then you start looking for your ID. Some countries, looking for the ID, you don't get it one day. Are you going now to wait happily for 3 weeks to get the ID, or 1 month to get the ID, when we had all the time to prepare? So we can look at this from different perspectives. That will be a show on itself for another day. So I give it back to you, Sister Comfort.
I was just giggling. I'm happy I was muted when you talked about waiting for your ID or you don't know where it is. My family, by my family here, I mean people from my country. Guys, forgive me that I'm telling you here, right? If a good sweet brother of mine said, "Can we not use our expired ID since we still have our faces to, do the KYC?" The KYC is not yet here. You are not trying to go get your stuff sorted out. You wait until it comes and then you take your expired document. You are not waiting in anticipation, my friend. Forgive me that I'm bringing this back, guys. We are still love you. We are still family, though. So, let's get a quick last round. So, at this moment, I'll leave our sister Julie to go the last because she is the guest of honor. So, we have 9 to 10 days left for the cash giveaway activity or exercise to go through. So, Sister Fumi, can we go on that, please, just to advise our fellow brothers and sisters in the house or remind them who has not done anything yet to go for it or and stuff. Just go, just get it done, sis.
Um, what I want to say is that everybody is supposed to be, going and, on the YouTube channel and doing exactly what they ask us to do. Everybody, as in everybody. If you want to do it once, twice, they did not mention how many times you should do it. So whatever time you want to, how many times you want to do it, that is left for you to your own discretion. But everybody should take part in this. We are not saying we're not doing it for the sake of the prizes, but we are doing it for the sake of our family, our togetherness, and also to encourage those who are yet to join, or those who are joining, or those who are going to be joining the next few days that is remaining, to understand that, look, when we're doing this, it's not just about, oh, it's for some particular people, or no, you don't have to. No, it's for everybody, the whole family. You understand me? So if you have not gone there to do it, tomorrow Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, you can sit down while you're having a cup of coffee or cup of tea, sipping that gently, whether in the afternoon or the evening, whatever time you like to have your drink, whether it's hot or cold. Sit down in front of your laptop or your phone, and go to that message, click on it, do exactly what you were told to do there. Don't forget your OES number bell, okay? And then comment, okay? Even if it's just once. When we all do that, not only does it help our company, it also help us push on passive to the faces of the world as well, for people to have an understanding that we are here and we ain't going nowhere.
Thank you, sis. So, Sister Gladys, do you have anything at all to add to that, please?
Just to add on what the two said, so that we don't repeat ourselves, I know some people may have difficulty in figuring out how to do it. As I always say, some things may be so easy for some and challenging for others. I saw a video that popped up on my YouTube channel by Janet Butler, where she gives a demonstration on how to do the giveaway sharing. So please go to her channel and check, and you can listen and watch and see how she's navigating it, so that you can be part of this. Again, just think of how many people you would want to see on passive. Those people you care about, you want them to see on passive on their eyes, so that you don't have to keep talking to people about on passive. Share it. The company is doing its part, and if we do it, we are together pushing on passive high in the search engine on Google, so, and on YouTube too. So let's do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Gladys. So, Sister Julie, it's all yours. Just say any other thing that you have in mind now before we shut the doors. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. First of all, it's such an honor for me to be here among you ladies, beautiful ladies that have done so much work to help your community, to help the entire, founders and users around the world. So I truly appreciate that. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be here. But I take the contest that on passive offering a totally different route, right? I ask myself this: how many times in life where I have $21,000 sitting in the bank to actually offering someone for a chance to win 10,000, 5,000? I ask myself that. And the answer is never. I've never had a chance to offer that to someone. Now, I was with our friends from Vietnam the other day. So then I asked them again, if you have a chance to win $10,000, how much does it last you? And the answer is, it can last our family the whole year long. I'm very sure it can last, Kenyans, your friends and family in your country, could be a whole entire year, or could be 6 months, 8 months. $1,000 can last them a month comfortably in Vietnam. Because of I'm saying that, I'm asking that questions, I said, guys, there's no way we can offer someone to win that chance. Now we have a chance to offer them. When we offering someone that chance to win, come on, a lottery, you can win out of millions and billion chance. Right now, the community of On Passive, how many people? 5 prizes that we can ask. Now, winning the money, the 10,000, the 5,000, the 1,000, the 3,000, is fantastic, could unstuck someone. But if they are registered and take this chance, and they have the entire unpassive values that we have been talking, that means they can win their entire life. How simple is that? How simple is that? By offering someone a chance to win, to register in the contest, if they couldn't win one of the prizes, but they got open to something that bigger, grander, they can build the entire career. Or they can have the power to build their legacy. There we are going back to building our legacy. So friends, if you love someone, if you think of someone, if you see a homeless, or if you see someone, we know that we have a chance to change that individual's life. Why not start from now, sharing the chance to win the contest? And that's, for me, how I look at it as the offering that is presenting in front of us. It's blown my mind. When we're actually looking into it, again, it comes back to what kind of values do we put in what we have? The contest, on passive itself, what values do we place on it? Thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate you.
Oh, wow. One of the best weekends I've had after a very long time, just because we brought a beautiful sister home. What a blessing you have been, Sister Julie. Thank you so much. And of course, our family, it's all because of you, because we always say if it's because of the other three here on the screen, it's going to be really boring. So thank you for coming. Thank you for being there for us. This support we do appreciate. Come again, guys. And of course, let's share this and get somebody to get knowledge, to get excited, to just feel the warmth that is actually radiating from this building, this virtual building where we are now. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, sisters, and see you again soon, guys.